Walk your own way. Walk your own damn way. Don't walk another person's way. Try not to walk another person's way. Try not to walk the way your folks fated for you, since you feel genuinely obliged to them. Proceed to walk a way that has all the earmarks of being yours, however, is as a matter of fact society's created ideal of who you ought to be. Flicker walk away since you fell into it. Try not to walk away that you feel a sense of subjugated obligation towards, in light of the fact that it's what you should do as per predominant socio-social guidelines. Walk your own way on the off chance that you're going to attempt go as far as possible. In any case, don't even begin assuming you will attempt go all the way. This could mean losing lady friends, spouses, family members, occupations, and perhaps your brain go as far as possible. It could mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It could mean disengagement. Disengagement is the gift all the others are. Detachment is a gift. A long-term hardship of the amount a long-term hardship truly believe that should do it. When things are extreme inclination powerless. It's okay. It's all right to need to cry. It's all right to feel overpowered. Nothing bad can really be said about that. That implies picking your own way in an extremely cognizant way. We as a whole have an internal wolf that craves opportunity truth. What's more, genuineness on the off chance that we look to carry on with a significant life to satisfy our predetermination. We must pay attention to that internal wolf, our holy wild nature strolling your own way in some capacity, continuously requires a cognizant decision in which you say, okay, this feels consistent with me also. What my spirit truly aches for, they will abhor you, and their scorn will be wonderful, like a sparkling precious stone, like a blade, like a bouncer, like a midget. Sooner or later in your life process, you should embrace being a solitary individual. You'll need to go solo. You'll have to run contrary to the natural order of things, break free from the crowd. Pose the troublesome inquiries and face the defying bits of insight which may, what's more, face the standing up to insights, distance you from others in the event that you're going to attempt go the entire way. There could be no other feeling like that you will be separated from everyone else with the divine beings, and the evenings will fire with fire. Do it, do it, do it, do it as far as possible. Hold up the way. Be knowing transparent the BS. Disregard the skeptics and continue to move forward, regardless of whether you're burnt out on battling. Continue pushing ahead. Being a solitary individual implies being a hero. Do it, make it happen. Being a hero. Do this being a solitary individual that implies defending what you put stock in and boldly strolling into nature obscure. It is all worth the effort, I can guarantee you of that, and I can continue to state it until I become beat up. Yet at last you should find this for yourself, get it, and acknowledge that there will be some backfire. Whether from your companions, relatives, or society at large, you will definitely experience doubters. Eventually you will be met with critics, grouches, and harsh pussies who try to cut you down to their level. The explanation that they battle against you is that to them you negate their method of presence by bravely producing your own way. You're making them think about their own lives and choices. If in some way or another they've understood that they've followed the group and settled on no exceptional choices of their own, they will feel a feeling of disdain, which they'll project onto you, in spite of the fact that it's not ideal to be on the getting end of this grasp, that the issue lies with them, not you. Everybody strolling away with a heart will encounter social anxiety at some point, and you're unquestionably not the only one in dealing with this issue. Simply continue to move. Simply continue to push ahead forward, and advise yourself that it's no one's place to direct what your life ought to resemble, with the exception of you. Ask yourself, what do I really and profoundly need? This is not an inquiry you pose just once. This is an inquiry you consistently pose on your way great many times over. Keep welcoming back your attention on what you want on the most profound level, and not what others need to project or dump onto you. What do you feel called to do? What do you wish to achieve in your life? What wild ways are you hesitant about taking, since they are so outsider, yet that you feel covertly drawn towards our ways are not static. They're continually moving, developing and changing by developing and evolving over and over, posing yourself. This inquiry you will actually want to rehash yourself again and again, as opposed to getting caught in an old and stale method of living. You will be on top of your soul. Love yourself and be your own best companion, embracing the way of the wolf. Embracing the way of the wolf also. Getting a sense of ownership with your life can be forlorn on the off chance that you are your own most terrible adversary. Your way will multiple times harder. However, if possible, concentrate a portion of that energy I'm learning to adore and acknowledge yourself, the very way you are. Your way will be 1,000,000 times more straightforward, rehearsing self-sympathy. Furthermore, figuring out how to cherish yourself are the most amazing assets and qualities you can have at any point. Endeavor to get familiar with a smidgen more about yourself, your qualities and your shortcomings. Each and consistently self-revelation and self-understanding are colossally significant features of strolling your own way. As the shrewd expert Lao Tzu once composed, "He who realizes others is savvy. He who knows himself is edified." Just when you can come to know yourself, and you profoundly really embrace what your identity is, and walk your way with certainty, strolling the way of the wolf will unavoidably face you with some unnerving and scaring circumstances. Even basically beginning the way into those secretive woods is unnerving. Relying on your instinct and paying attention to your calling isn't as daylight and roses as many individuals make it out to be commonplace. It requires huge penance and the capacity to look dread straight in the face without dismissing. Hold your objective at the top of the priority list. Reaffirm your value and internal strength, and continue to go. Don't let any person or thing attempt to cut you down. What's more, on the off chance that you in all actuality do tumble down, continue to pick. Continue to get yourself up again and again. Recollect, there's really nothing that you can't do. Do what needs to be done. Apprehensive, dare to be weak. Hug the wild and non-embrace the wild and judicious piece of you that fills in as your inward compass. Pay attention to your stomach sentiments and left your creature self alone, loaded up with energy. You don't need to be agreeable or subdued anymore in your own way. And embracing the solitary wolf side of you implies that you at last have opportunity. You have the opportunity to feel the breeze in your hair, the sun on your face, and the earth underneath your feet. Your life is your making. Your predetermination is in your grasp. Not being capable to make workmanship, they won't comprehend that they will consider their disappointment as makers, just as a disappointment of the world. Not having the option to cherish completely, they will trust your caring total, and afterward they will despise you, and their contempt will be wonderful, like a blade, like a mountain, like a tiger, or like a mark. You will be distant from everyone else with the divine beings, and the evenings will fire with fire. Do it, make it happen. Do it as well. Please like and subscribe.